are receiving this message from the future. Its authors, Tina and me, became quantum communication specialists after you died, and we have been given an unlimited budget by world government to send you this appeal back through time. Mankind is rapidly approaching extinction, wiped out by infection, for which we can find no cure. We need you to stop it ever developing. Thanks to Adam Billington's discovery that echoes of digital activity from the past eventually bounce back to Earth from the Kuiper Belt, and to the interpretation of that data by Chow-En-Lo's revolutionary algorithm, we have identified the source of this pandemic as a virus originally affecting a new variety of yellow tomato. This is developed on the Isle of Wight to have a sweet taste and a long shelf life. It is taken up by, of all people, your school fellow Rupert Grandin, whom we remember meeting as children when he bought us ice creams in one of his supermarkets. Grandin's Golden Glory, as the tomato is named, sells all over the world. Then the virus mutates to attack the human digestive system with fatal results. Grandin's accounts show that he will acquire his first sample of the fruit late in 2021. Please, please contact him now. Tell him not to promote it. You will thus become the savior of mankind. Though that very action will mean that no one but you will ever know about that. Lots of love, Tina and Jack.
The sheer cheek of this. It's a hoax after my own heart. Brilliantly researched. Yeah, the twins had met Grandin by chance 2 years ago in his Highgate branch. I mean, we were hardly friends, but I had been at school with him. Grandin was a loud-mouthed athletic star, ambitious, cunning, and greedy for success. He mocked me for my bookishness. I suppose I just could not resist showing off to the twins. Introduced them to Grandin, who, after ignoring me, commandeered his assistant to bring them the 2 largest ice creams I have ever seen. I'll call Aunt, my sister.
Important. If you think this is a joke, see the attached files. And here are some predictions. How to send messages back in time. How to build solar-powered aircraft. How to grow double-cropped, drought-friendly rice.
Oh God, these files look long and technical. I don't know this language or the physics. It could be gobbledygook. Okay, just in case, I'll save to check them out later.
On the 4th of June, Blade Runner will win the Derby.
Well, the Derby was run yesterday. Everyone knew Blade Runner won.
On the 7th of June, ex-President Trump will die.
Well, Trump was in the last stages of liver cancer. His death had to be within the next few days.
On the 15th of September, Hong Kong Island will be completely destroyed in a massive tsunami.
What? The messages are fading away. What? Oh, well, I saved them. What could... Right, I've got to speak to someone. I'll call Sister Aunt, ask her about my clever niece and nephew. Hello, Sister Aunt. It's Tony here.
Oh, blast from the past. How's it going?
Oh, the book is going nowhere. I haven't had anything to tell you until now. God, you know, you have a pair of extraordinary children.
True, but you just called to tell me that?
Well, I've just received a message from them both on my computer. A very long message. I never knew they did email at such a young age. I wish I was as creative as they are. I can read it to you. It talks about the Kuiper belt and the interpretation of that data by Cho and Lo's Rho revolutionary algorithm.
Is this one of your jokes, Tony?
No, not at all.
You really think two 8-year-olds could write like that?
Well, I mean, prodigies, admittedly, but...
I hate to disappoint you, but this is out of their league. And anyhow, Bill confiscated their computers a month ago. He wants them to spend more time outdoors.
Really? Oh, that's amazing. But who else could possibly know that they called me Uncle Bubbles?
Well, I suppose they may have told a friend, but I doubt it. You'll probably tell somebody, one of your fellow writers. I mean, whose leg have you been pulling lately?
No one's, honestly.
That doesn't sound like you. The last time you told me that there was in the night sky, there was a space station breaking up, and I believed it until a friend told me there was a meteor shower.
Yeah. But I honestly cannot think of who the sender might be.
Okay, well, I'm afraid I can't help you at all. I mean, I just don't know where you're going with this, Tony. I think I better say it was nice to hear from you, and don't leave it another year.
Okay. Tony Mitchell.
Oh, hello, Tony. It's Eva. I'm just returning your call. Have you got some work for me? Galaxy's Ends are selling well still, 3 years on. How's the new book coming on? Have you a title yet? What's the news?
On the book, sadly, none. Actually, I rang to ask you about a strange message I received last night. It was a rather clever hoax. I thought it might just be you taking revenge. I'm sure I must have tried some stunts on you when we were working together on Galaxy's End.
Yes, you did. I seem to remember you told me you had discovered an unpublished story by Isaac Asimov. You asked me to read it in case Fabers would be interested in publishing it.
So was it you who hacked into my computer?
No, I'm afraid not. Tell me, what did the message say?
Look, I'm asking you because, well, I mean, you're the best qualified person I know. Professor of the History of Science at Imperial, Deputy Principal of the College and Chair of the Association of Scientific Historians, published respected papers, written 2 books. Goodness knows how you have time for your pottery and long-distance cycling. Look, and I enjoyed working with you.
Look, forget the flattery. Tell me the story.
I will. I'm going to tell you the whole story. Right. And then there are these files, like how to build solar-powered aircrafts, which when I opened are just gobbledygook.
Fascinating. Can you forward the files to me?
Well, you're not taking it seriously, are you? A message from the future?
Well, the way quantum physics has been developing, time travel has to be a possibility. We talked about this, Tony, when we worked together. Quantum experiments at the Perimeter Institute demonstrated that in some circumstances, an effect could be shown to exist before the necessary cause had happened. It's called retrocausality. This could be the same effect, stretched back over 40 years.
40 years? Think about it. Surely something so revolutionary would take longer to develop.
If you had told someone in the 1920s that by the 1960s, we would have unraveled DNA and put a man on the moon, do you think they'd have believed you? In 1960, could you have foreseen iPhones? The pace of discovery gets faster and faster.
Oh, this is a nightmare. Look, if it's genuine, I'm going to have to do something about it. Right, look at the files they sent. They are a load of gibberish.
Well, send them to me.
Yeah, I'll do just that.
2 days later.
Right. I'm sorry that I haven't come back to you sooner, but
Yeah.
I wanted some of my colleagues at Imperial to look at those files you sent me.
Okay, really?
I can explain better if I see you. Why don't we meet tomorrow for tea at the V&A Cafe?
Is that really necessary? You know, I mean, after COVID, you know?
Yes, yes, it is necessary.
Okay, okay, let's meet. I've always liked William Morris.
Oh, sorry. Sorry to be late. My meeting overran.
I've ordered tea, Yorkshire. What have you to tell me?
Well, it's most frustrating. The only actual prediction that would be conductive is the last one in September, and that's a long way off. The various descriptions of developments are written in proper scientific language, but when I read them, I was so out of my depth. So I sent them individually to some appropriate colleagues to assess, saying the file was the work of a Middle Eastern refugee applying for a post at the Imperial. And would they reply quickly, as he was threatened with deportation? Of course, I didn't tell them the true origin. They could easily have dismissed the work out of hand.
Well, I mean, I find it hard to believe myself. So what did they say?
Well, all their answers were exactly the same. The work appeared to be groundbreaking, but the descriptions referred to things like electrosizing, the Dover/Newman process, or irradiated polymers, which are all unknown to present-day science. But the verdict was unanimous. They all said, hire this guy, whoever he is. There must be things going on in the Middle East that we need to know about.
So it could just still be a clever hoax.
Well, could it? Think of the time and effort faking those files would have taken, the research needed to make them credible. Who would take all that trouble just to get a rise out of you? With all the work they've done, they should be aiming at a bigger target. They could have hacked into the computers of lots of people, frankly better known than you are, and got a whole movement going, a public outcry. The message could leave out the stuff about Grandin and suggest all tomatoes should be banned. If that caught on, it could give them real satisfaction when they revealed it was a hoax. I mean, how much satisfaction is there in just fooling you?
Well, maybe I'm just part of a bigger scam.
I have checked across the networks. No one I find has heard anything about a message being received from the future.
Okay, that's it then. If this is a real message, my nephew and niece, in fact, civilization is in mortal danger. We have to do something.
Can you go to Grandin? Verify he has an interest in developing this remarkable tomato. Ask him not to develop it.
I mean, I could, but he'll laugh at me. He'd have to take what I say on trust. And if by any chance the prediction is right about the success of the tomato, I am asking him to refrain from making a fortune. He'll never do that. He won't care about future generations. He'll just distribute the tomato and leave it to doctors to cure any possible plague, as they did with COVID.
Is there no way to persuade him?
We're not even friends. He disliked me at school, and he's become a hard-headed businessman. And he knows my job is making up stories. He'd think I was just trying to hoax him as some sort of publicity stunt.
Yeah, I can see that.
I mean, the same will be true of anyone we tell the story to. Well, that's not true. I have a few friends who might believe me, but they would be as powerless as I am to influence Grandon.
Of course. That's the answer. We need to tell someone in power.
And how do we do that?
Well, as it happens, I've just been on a commission examining ways to teach children about climate change. An undersecretary from the Department of the Environment, Robinson, he was there. We went out for dinner a couple of times. I think he'd listen to me. I could give it a try.
Okay, what could he actually do?
If he accepts the message is genuine, they could ban this particular tomato amid great public excitement about the government saving mankind.
Hard to believe. Government action is usually too little or too late, often both. The evidence had to be overwhelming before they would act. Okay, it's worth a try. Let me know how you get on.
Right. So what are we to do?
Well, I mean, it feels like very much a dead end. Robinson has not returned any of our calls. Media outlets run a mile, thinking it's another one of my hoaxes. I feel very much like the boy who cried wolf. Let's forget about it and let history take its course.
You surely don't mean that.
Well,
there is one course left open to us.
What? See Grandon?
Mitchell, good to see you. It's been a long time.
Actually, it is only 2 years. If you remember, we met at your Highgate branch just after it opened. I had my niece and nephew with me. You generously gave them ice creams.
Really? No, I don't remember. What are you up to these days?
I'm still writing.
Any success?
One bestseller.
Jolly good, jolly good. So, how can I help you?
Okay. I have a good friend, a woman who works for Milbury's grocery chain in America. I mean, or she would have been here herself. She has been given an amazing investment opportunity. Milbury's are joining a consortium the Chinese are putting together to buy up the Aldi and Lidl chains, combine them and relaunch them as a new brand.
Go on.
Well, 100 of Milbury's senior staff are being given the opportunity to buy non-voting shares in the new company at a very special price of just $50,000 each. Now, my friend doesn't have enough to do it on her own, but she is willing to split the inevitable profits 50-50 with anyone who will lend her the money. It's a chance not to be missed.
This is a genuine offer. It sounds like a hoax to me. If Aldi and Lidl were up for sale, I would have heard about it. In any case, I know Lord Milbury, and he would have told me about it.
Now, my friend is Milbury's USA finance director. She knows the business from the inside. The deal is top secret. But she told me in the strictest confidence that Lord Milbury has just flown out to Hong Kong to clinch the deal over the weekend.
Well, highly improbable, I would say. But good luck to her. I can't help you, Mitchell. I can't help you. But thanks for thinking of me anyway. In fact, I do have another meeting scheduled.
Okay, I'm going. Is there a toilet I could use?
Yeah, I think there is one on the way out. Hello, yes, next available flight to Hong Kong, please. Yes, of course, first class. For tomorrow or the next day at the latest.
clever. Sunday will be September 15, genuine. Grandon will die in the Hong Kong earthquake. It prophesied. If it isn't, no harm will be done. What on earth made you think of that?
Well, while I was waiting to see Grandon, I read in a travel magazine that Lord Milbury always spent September on his Caribbean island. I gambled that Grandon did not know that.
I knew you could pull the rabbit out of the hat. Listen, I have a suggestion. I'm booked for another lecture out on the East Coast in a fortnight's time. It's hardly worth my while going back to the UK again. Why don't you come with me? We could go to Hawaii and look through the Keck Observatory telescope. Oh yeah, and talk about that book you're writing. Cool.
Welcome all back on. You're unmuted and your video is on now. There, can you hear us?
Hey!
Well, no, to you, what a lovely performance. Totally unexpected. Actually made it sound quite good.
Happy birthday.
Thank you very
Happy
much.
birthday!
Yes,
Yes.
it's a great story. Thank you.
Do you like it? Oh, well, good.
It's a great story.
It is. It's very good.
Well, you all read it beautifully.
How come you're the same age as Richard?
Oh, trust you, madam.
Well, you know,
Ben,
I put glasses on.
I appreciate that Ben looks an awful lot older than Richard, but you know, what can you do?
Ben was an infant prodigy.
Yeah, I was ahead of my time at Bryanston.
You were,
Yeah.
when I was 18 and a prefect, Ben was 6.
That's right.
Yes, you your fag.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
Ben took his GCSEs when he was what, 5, didn't you, Ben? Should be something like that.
yeah.
Yeah, I was super intelligent for my age. I was Michael. I was saying to the others when we practiced this that that this is right up Ink Street.
Yes, well, maybe I could do. I hadn't thought of it as a play, as you know. I wrote it as a story.
Yeah, I know. I just, when I read it, I thought this is exactly the right length, exactly the right kind of. It's relevant to now. It's a bit future, you know. It's futuristic and kind of sci-fi with a bit of a funny, like, giggly twist at the end. You know, it's exactly the kind of thing that Ink loves putting on.
Well, maybe I
Pink in the doorway, pink champagne.
that somebody's done some good adaptation.
Nah, who would that be?
Yes, I guess it was.
Very clever.
Very clever. Well, it really made my birthday.
What was it like hearing your words read by other people?
Well, on the whole, I was impressed. Yes, it does need some tidying up, but you've done a lot of that already.
We, Ben and I had quite a few conversations about having, it only works with a parallel universe.
Yeah, this is my very, very limited knowledge of how time travel in fiction works. Like I know a little bit, but not a lot.
Well, the quotation about the laboratory is genuine. That's the quantum physics has been done in that way.
Right.
They are able to show that the effect comes before the cause.
Yes, that makes sense.
Very clever, Michael. Very clever.
Well, thank you very much.
And Rachel has been amazing because she did the adaptation. And then also, so that we could celebrate your birthday, she delivered to us all food parcels, including pink wine and some smoked salmon.
Drink all your healths.
Smoked salmon.
Oh, you've got smoked salmon too?
We've got smoked salmon. Yeah.
Oh, so we're having a party.
Oh.
Can you actually see me? Because I look like I'm absolutely frozen. Can you see me, or am I just a frozen image?
No, we're seeing you moving.
Oh, okay. I can't see myself for some weird reason.
Are you on a phone?
Yes, I had to go on my iPhone, unfortunately. Yeah. So we're having some canapes. If I just twist the thing, I don't know whether you can actually see that because I can't see it, but that's meant to be the...
Yes.
And there's Tom.
Here's smoked salmon. Yeah.
Yes, getting a big champagne.
Very nice. Yeah. Thank you.
Co-op's best.
You've certainly earned it.
Have you had a good day?
I love the picture of the was it the Victorian
V&A tea room.
Yes.
Oh, that was
Where did you find that?
Oh, good. That was from a place called the Internet.
Oh, there. Yeah.
Well done, Tom.
I thought they were a bit clunky, but I'm glad you liked it. But it is the great shame you didn't hear the music. You didn't hear the 2001 Space Oddity music.
Yeah, why did
No, I don't know how, but I know it well anyway.
Thank you.
Well, I'm recording it, so you can.
Oh, I can see it again. How wonderful!
Well,
cheers.
I did miss the beginning, I'm afraid. There was a phone call that completely threw me.
Oh,
cheers, Michael.
Cheers.
Well, cheers to you all. Congratulations.
I don't know if Tom's in the picture, but I can't see myself, so we're just hoping he's there. Is he there?
Hello, Tom.
Michael, very happy birthday to you.
Thank you very much.
It's so strange that everyone's actually so very close to each other from a geographical point of view, but can't be in the same space.
Yeah.
Like normally when I do these Zoom calls, I've got someone in like, I don't know, Canada or someone in Norwich at least or whatever, but you know, these 5 screens are all very, very close by.
Very weird. I don't know. I just said I'm fixed. I have no idea where I'm fixed. All I can see is me on the phone smiling. I'm completely fixed.
Oh, well, I don't know. I'm not
very odd
enough to know about that.
Nor me. Never mind.
We see you moving.
Yeah. I'll try and stop the video and put it on again.
Oh, we've got.
Oh, we're back. Back in the room.
Oh, lovely. Thank you.
That's better.
You're going to show us the puppy, Richard?
I could do.
Yeah, yes. Go and get the puppy.
I think it's Gabrielle. Gabrielle.
It's Gabrielle, actually, but never mind.
Gabrielle.
Hello.
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 We had a wonderful dog fight at the beginning of the show. It was rather fantastic.
That was staged. They've been
It was
rehearsing for
hilarious.
several days.
It was very funny. Bobsy, sit down, sit down.
Oh, look, there he is.
Oh,
Where's Harry?
lovely. No, we've got it. I can't get
I can't see him.
can't-
Richard, if you talk, I can see you.
Sorry,
Oh, look,
Can you talk, Richard? I want to see you.
you want to see me?
Look at that yawn.
And Harry.
Yeah, just swipe across with your finger and you can choose who you look at.
I never knew that, Ben. Oh my God. Oh, there he is. Look.
There you go. That's a game changer for you.
I honestly had no idea. That's changed my life.
What's
Never.
the puppy's name?
My dog is meanwhile staring at the smoked salmon. She's just sitting with a fixed grin on her face. Oh, look at Harry. He is so quiet and good.
Darling, isn't he?
How long have you had him, Richard?
About 10 days. Yeah, he's 10 weeks old.
Oh, look.
Yeah.
Look, Tom, isn't he gorgeous?
Gorgeous.
Ben, are you not tucking into the food?
I will in a minute.
Right, you are. We are.